Oh man, I wish I had a real health regeneration potion. Oh, what happened? Why am I so loopy? Well, let's just head this way, I guess. Whoa, what is that off in the distance? What is this? It looks like an arrow pointing that way. Yes! Oh, but what is this place? Some sort of potion making place? Glycerin melon. What is this place? What do they do here? And why are there potions? What's this? Oh, this is a potion making factory. Whoa. I did not know this. What the deuce? Wonder how it works. Let's find out. Okay. Interesting. What are all these markings on the wall? What are the lights for? Huh. I guess we'll figure it out later. See if our potion is done. Yeah, buddy, more health. Alright, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little, like, I don't know, story thing, I guess, if you want to call it that. I don't know, I thought I would just add that in just to add a little to this little, like, it's not little, it's big, to this, thing here. Now, this is, a potion brewing station that can be very expandable, and so you guys saw there how it worked. But I'm gonna explain to you guys what all this does real quick, and then we're gonna get into the tutorial, which might be 2 parts. I don't really know yet, but let's do something real quick. Oh yes, so over here, this is your selection panel. So you go from from right to left. But really, when you do it, you go from your selection panel, so from the left to the right. The only thing is, your nether wart is on the right, and your redstone is on the left. So, I'm gonna make a potion of, let's make a potion of, I don't know, fire resistance. And fire resistance can only be lengthened, I believe. Is it lengthened? Yeah. So, what we do is we come over here, and if you, at any point, if you need to see your brewing stand, you literally, all you gotta do is step on that pressure plate. Hang on. We can find the right block. Step on that pressure plate, and there's your brewing stand. It's already added the nether wart. Now it's adding the magma cream, and there goes the redstone. So, this right here is a storage room. These lights are your silo indication lights. As you can see, I have no more than one just dropper in the back there full, if not less. I think I only have like a stack in each dropper. But you have no indication light of when you're empty, which is the only downside to this this design. So if you guys think of a way to put indication lights in here for those droppers, which I have not found a way, please let me know. But other than that, you've got your way to input more items right here. easy to access, and yeah, it's pretty nice. So you've got obviously all your items, kind of shows where you need to put them, because it goes into the specific dropper. And then here, you've got your water, which I just blocked, crappage. It's supposed to be 2 water streams, as you guys can see. Put this crap in this chest. This is where I put all my... I'm switching it to creative. I just throw everything in there. So, that's where your water is, and then this is kind of the output dump chest. Now you can put this wherever, design this however. Like, I could have put it up in the ceiling right there. I don't really know. Maybe with the next one I'll change it. But, that is the design. Now I'm going to go show you guys the redstone for this. This is version 1 of 3. I'm going to have 3 versions of this, but thought I would tell you guys that. But now I'm going to go show you guys the redstone behind this. It is very, very simple. Just takes a lot of redstone and a lot of repeaters, and yeah. So this is the redstone behind it, and it's really simple. I guess it takes a lot of hoppers too, but anyway, no big deal. This is the redstone behind it. Very simple, pretty fast to set up. I mean, it's not going to take you very long. So, I'm going to show you guys the buttons. You obviously know what the buttons do. They send a signal out to only that individual dropper, because I couldn't put 2 of them next to each other for some odd reason. So I had to do it like this, which is pretty unique, really, if you ask me. Indication lights for up here, and they're not all quite done yet in this design. All these indication lights weren't done yet because I was just getting tired of building this thing. But I'm going to show you guys how to build that today. I'm probably not going to do it all because it's not needed. Oh, and right here is water bottles and empty water bottles. So if I grab these and I just I should have no. Anyway, I don't know why it doesn't work. But that's where your water bottles go, and then empty ones. The only thing is, it does not empty out the bottles for you. You have to do it manually, but it puts them in for you automatically. So, alright, so let's crack on with the tutorial. Alright, so let me turn up my render distance. What you're going to want to start off with, well, let's get a little ways away. Alright, so what you're going to want to start off with is placing down your droppers, the first thing to go in, and that is just because they're always the first thing to go in. Now if you look at this, if you did it the way I did it, you won't have to dig, but if you do it on the ground, you're going to have to dig down at least 1 block, I think. Maybe. Let's find out. So, like I said, this is not infinitely, because there's only so many potions, but this design is expandable. It is, is that far enough away? Yeah, that'll be far enough away. It is very expandable, and see, I did 9 on the last one. Let's do 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's do 12. Okay, so now we're going to grab a block of our choice after we've put all that in. You're not going to need the droppers again, I don't think. No, you're not going to need the droppers again. For this tutorial, I'm going to use iron, like what I used over there. And you're going to put a piece of iron at the end of this dropper and in between all the other droppers. And then, so this can be any size. Mine's 12 droppers wide. Make sure that all the droppers are facing up for this tutorial, or for this design. So now, if you've got all your droppers that you're going to need, so I think the max is 12, facing up and with iron on the end of this, on this end, and in between all of them, and on this end as well. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put a temporary block there. You're going to grab some hoppers, and you're going to have to crouch down and place all the hoppers facing into that block. So all the hoppers are going to face into each other, like so. Wait till I get to the last one. And then that doesn't need one. We're just going to put a block there, because that's going to be part of the wall anyway. Okay, so now you can break the temporary block, and you can put another temporary block, and this is where things get a little interesting. So if you look at this design, it was not designed the greatest, I feel like. But anyway, it's just how it was designed. So you're going to put another hopper facing in, or facing down on that block, and you're going to put, actually, let's do it like this. Let's put, put a hopper, and then let's put the hopper that's going to face down right here. And then you're going to put your brewing stand, and then after your brewing stand, after I can find it, put down our brewing stand, and that's going to be for all of your nether wart, your everything basically. So that's what that's for. Now we're going to work on the redstone in the back, which also means we're going to work on the panel, and the chest and stuff come after. The chest for the, let's get the bottled chest in first. Or should we, what do I want to do next here for this tutorial? Let's get the bottle one in next. Okay, so the bottled one, the bottles can really go wherever. They'll still go in. But for this tutorial, or for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to put ours right, come on, right here. For the sake of this tutorial. Or the video, I guess. Oops. So here's the one for your bottled water. And here is the one for your empty bottles. And let me check that the empty, or the water bottles are actually going to go in. I always forget where the water bottles are at. Ugh. Okay. Just put one water bottle in. Make sure that it goes into... Nope, what's going on? What happened? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it went in. So I did it right. You know what, let's just leave it in there because... Alright, so... now that you've got that in, you're pretty much done with this part right now. You're not done. You obviously haven't done the redstone yet, and you haven't done any of the storage yet or anything like that, as you guys can see here. But we're going to work on the next piece, which is the piston piece right here. Now the piston piece, or the piece where the piston retracts and all that, is kind of weird, in my opinion. I don't know why I made it like this, but it's just how it got made, I guess. So, what you're going to do, you're going to have a sticky piston, and that sticky piston, obviously, you're going to need to step down at the right level, because I'm not at the right level. So, you're going to want to be flush. When you step down, you're going to end up being flush with the piston. And what I mean by that is, when you step down for it to retract, you're going to be flush with the piston, as you guys can see. So, what I had to do, and it might be kind of hard that I have to dig underneath the piston, maybe a little bit difficult, Okay, we're just gonna work around it. What I had to do is I had to make a system that would invert my signal. That would actually invert my... So it would start the piston out to be powered, and then when I stepped on the pressure plate, it would invert that signal to be not powered, if that makes any sense at all. So, what I did, and what you guys probably should do, I would recommend, is when you step on that pressure plate, is that going to get powered? Yes, okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to grab a torch, and what you're going to do, a redstone torch, you're only going to need a few, maybe one of these, I think, for the whole build. But what you're going to do is invert that signal to be able to go into... How am I going to do this here? At the back of this, okay? So you're just inverting the signal to be able to go into the back of the piston. So, how am I going to invert this? You might be asking me. Well, like this. We're going to put redstone torch right there. So, what's going to happen now is, if I put redstone, 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 that is going to start out powered. When I stand on the pressure plate, it's going to get inverted and be unpowered. And now I just realized I made a big mistake and put my pressure plate in a very bad, poor location. And yeah. Okay, there you go. So there's your first bit of redstone done. That's your piston. And now you can kind of decorate this up a little bit if you want. Make it look nice. Try to hide some of that redstone, that pistony redstone and all that, and stuff like that. I like to hide it because I don't need to see it. I know a lot of people don't like to see their redstone and the mess that they've made. Like I said, I don't like to see it. So I just hide it, cover it all up, and make sure that it just gets covered up real good. So, the next thing we're going to do is cover up all of the hoppers. Now, this is optional. I didn't do it, I don't think, in the tutorial part or one, but I recommend doing it to reduce lag. I don't know. I don't know if this is really a laggy thingy. A laggy build necessarily, but I just like to do it. So now we need to put in the chest. So the chests are pretty easy. They go in like this, and what you're going to do is on every single dropper, you're going to put a hopper. So, and you're going to make it face into the dropper. Now, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put chest, double chest. They don't have to be double chest, you can put single. I prefer to put double, but you can put single. It's just whatever you guys prefer. Okay, now we're going to extend out these all to be double. And then we're going to move on to the last bit of redstone. And pretty much the end of your actual build. Besides decorating, of course, and putting all your items in and stuff like that. So, now you've got your storage in. This right here is your floor level. So right where the chest is one above your floor level. So your floor level is really the droppers. Is kind of your floor level. So keep that in mind when building this. And so let me just fill this in a little bit. So, if you guys don't understand what I'm doing right now, you guys can't follow my tutorial. I can maybe get another YouTuber to make my tutorial a little bit. But anyway, so going back to this actually, because this is kind of confusing. So what happens is when you step on that pressure plate, there's no power going to this right now. But when you step on that pressure plate, this torch turns off, which turns off this power, which then turns off this piston. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of how that works. So, convert a signal. As you guys can see, there's nothing on right now until I step on this pressure plate. Okay, when I step on that pressure plate, which means I'm gonna do, not that. So when I step on that pressure plate, so this is gonna act like me maybe stepping on it, or do blocks not work? Maybe blocks don't work. Let me go grab a mob. Let me grab a mob, and I'll use a mob. Let me see. What mob do I need? Oh, let's just grab the husk. Because the husk is a good example. A prime example. Oh, you turd of a husk. Okay, whatever. Oh, you know what? Let's just do this, because that guy's gonna bother me. Hate to say it, but yes, he is going to bother me. Oh, crap. So is he. Little turd. Okay, so as you can see, the husk is giving off a signal from standing on that pressure plate. When you step on that pressure plate, the torch goes off, turning off this signal. And so once he gets off that pressure plate, for that split second, ah, shoot. Oh, jeez. For that split second, you could see, let me just kill him. Be a bit better of a, and there goes the signal transferring over, switching over. So that's how the piston thing should be built, or that's how it works and all that, and yeah. So next, like I said, is the panel, which is probably the most interesting thing. So the panel is 12 levers, right? Yeah, the panel is 12 levers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like I said, this design can be any size. I'm just doing 12 because 12 levers is a lot to handle. Like I think that's actually the max amount of brewing you can do at a time. Or max amount was 3, 6, 9, 12. I think that's the max amount of potions. Anyway, so as you guys can see over here, this confusing panel. I'm going to call it a confusing panel because it is very freaking confusing. How it is set. Oh crap, it can't be levers. It's got to be buttons. Poop. So it's got to be wooden buttons. Keep that in mind. It's got to be wooden buttons, not levers. You're going to put 12 buttons, 12 wooden buttons, instead of levers. Okay, now you're going to grab your repeaters and a lot of redstone. And I'm going to tell you right now, at least a stack of repeaters. This build takes a lot of repeaters to build, and I don't know. I have tried to fix it some, but how it works, or how this is gonna work, So what you're going to do is you're going to make, so from each button, so as you can see, this is the very far right button. From that button, you're going to go from that button to your first dropper. Lead redstone going into it, so that when you hit the button, you hear your dropper fire. So now, you know, if I hit that button, every time nether wart is going to get sent up and into the system. Because nether wart is always, for some odd reason, my very far right or left one. I don't know. I should really go from left to right, but I don't. I go from, left to right. I go from right to left. I don't know why. That's just me. But the next thing you're going to do is, you don't want any of this redstone to connect, right? So what you're going to do is, instead of putting just complete and utter chaos of redstone in there, you're going to do this smartly, and what you're going to do is you're going to go up an extra, you're going to, oh, you guys, you're going to go up a level, you guys can see here, and then once you get past that corner, you're going to go down a level. So now you're going to do the same thing you did with the first one. Only difference is you're going to cut off the redstone right there, like that. And now when you flick, crap, does not reach, or I was having technical difficulties here. I'm having technical difficulties here. Derp, I forgot my repeaters. Wait, what? The deuce. Okay. This is awkward. See, because it works over here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. I'm an idiot. Alright. It's got to be at the same level, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Make sure that it's all at the same exact level, but just put repeaters as your first 3. Still cut the signal off in some places, because you're still going to have to cut the signal off. If you don't cut the signal off, it will not work. And that will send to the second one. Okay? Now you're going to do this for all of them. I'm not going to do it for all of them. You're just going to have to trust, well, I guess I can show you that it works. But I'm not going to do it for all of, well, whatever. You guys are just, well, whatever. I'll do it for all of them, I guess. Or most of them, I guess. Because it's 4, I think I've done 3 now. We're going to have to put a repeater in here for this one to work. Okay, so that is basically right there. Whoops, I put that in the wrong one. That is the entire design in a nutshell. That's basically the redstone. That is basically all you do. You just repeat that over and over and over, like you see here. I repeated it. And so yeah, this is the design. I did not put the chest in on this one, because I don't think you need 3 chests of stuff. So I put in most of it. You know, I've shown you guys, okay, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta basically copy the first one, this first module, and make sure that they all hit the dropper. And obviously decorate it, you know, make it look nice, stuff like that. And then you gotta put all your item frames in and stuff like that. But my throat's starting to hurt, otherwise I would keep going with this tutorial. My throat is killing me. It's been killing me lately. So I'm gonna call this a video, and I might do a part 2 maybe of this tutorial to finish off the tutorial, or just redo the tutorial, because it was kind of hard to follow, I know. But I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll be back probably when my throat feels better, because it kind of hurts right now. And I think it's just from talking, because I've been recording a lot lately. So I'll see you guys in the next video. and see you guys later.